Hi guys, I'm Tom, and today we're going to explore what Xenophages are. One of the coolest, scariest, and most memorable monsters we saw in the new movie Venom. The Last Dance are the Xenophages, highly dangerous alien creatures introduced in the cinematic universe by the god of symbiotes, Knull. In the movie's plot, it's revealed that Knull sent the Xenophages to retrieve the Codex, which is essentially the key to freeing him from his symbiote prison on Clintar. The Xenophages are regenerative and relentless creatures, and in this video, I'll dive deep into their history and what we know about their origins. I'll also discuss their physical appearance, personality, and behavior, as well as their incredible abilities that make them a significant threat, along with the few weaknesses they possess. In Marvel's classic comics, the Xenophages are sentient beings that originated on a distant planet. So far, there's no evidence that they were created by Knull. However, these beings have the ability to devour symbiotes when they are bonded to their hosts, consuming the host's brain in the process. This act increases the Xenophage's dopamine levels, making them feel satisfied and more powerful, something they enjoy quite a bit. The comics explain that when a host has been bonded to a symbiote for a long time, their brain begins producing higher amounts of dopamine, making it easier for the Xenophages to detect them. If a Xenophage is hungry and no symbiotes are available, it can consume the brains of animals or humans to satiate its hunger. These creatures are extremely difficult to defeat and have the ability to travel through space effortlessly without the need for ships or transportation. Additionally, they don't use weapons to hunt. Instead, they rely on their bodies and various physical abilities to stalk and capture symbiotes. In the Venom, the Haunted comics, a single Xenophage threatens Venom's host, Eddie Brock, and begins hunting him. Interestingly, the Xenophages have an insect-like appearance, with bodies made of a grotesque, amorphous mass of tentacles and organic tissue, giving them a terrifying, brutal, and fascinating look. In the comic storyline, Venom is in his lethal protector phase, acting as an anti-hero alongside Eddie Brock. Together, they try to save people from a Xenophage named Feig, who unleashes a massacre in New York City. Initially, the police and detectives believe Venom is responsible for the murders due to the brutality of the deaths. Although they know Venom is acting as a hero at the time, they still doubt him because of orders from their superiors. Eventually, Venom, Eddie, and the police face the Xenophages directly, who prove to be a dangerous threat. In the Venom cinematic universe, the origins of the Xenophages are both fascinating and dark, connecting directly to Knull, the god and creator of symbiotes. In the comics, it's revealed how Knull controlled symbiotes across galaxies, destroying and consuming worlds until Thor destroyed his symbiote dragon. This broke the connection between Knull and his creatures. Without receiving orders, the symbiotes bonded with various hosts, which, according to Knull, contaminated them with light and concepts like kindness and honor. This led the symbiotes to rebel against their creator, attacking him with their vast numbers and trapping him in a special prison on Clintar. This prison, made of symbiotes, keeps Knull immobilized and unable to escape. For millennia, Knull remained imprisoned, discovering that the only way to free himself was by using the Codex, a special key created when a symbiote bonds perfectly with a host and revives them after death. That's why Knull left the Xenophages trapped in this place, anticipating that the symbiotes across the universe would eventually develop them. When he discovers there are many symbiotes on Earth, and that one of them has created a Codex within its body, he quickly sends the Xenophages to retrieve it. That symbiote with the Codex inside is none other than Venom. This kicks off the movie's most intriguing plotline, where Venom and Eddie try to escape both these creatures and the army, which is also pursuing them, believing they are responsible for the murders previously committed by Carnage. In the movie's universe, it's revealed that the Xenophages were created by Knull, just like the Clintar species. In the film, Eddie and Venom are in Mexico. After fighting some criminals and freeing dogs used in fights, they sense the presence of something strange. However, Seeing nothing, they continue on their way. In this scene, we get a brief glimpse of a xenophage. When Venom merges with Eddie's body, they become invisible and undetectable to the creature. Eddie and Venom manage to board a plane headed to New York, hiding on one of the wings, as they are fugitives from the law. When Eddie, feeling cold, allows Venom to transform fully, the Xenophage detects the symbiote's presence and leaps onto the plane, sparking a brief fight that ends with the creature being shredded by the turbines. Seemingly killed, it falls into the desert, but quickly begins to regenerate. Venom explains the situation to Eddie, who transfers the symbiote to a horse to travel faster, though the Xenophage follows them closely. Meanwhile, the military also detects Venom and mobilizes to capture him. This forces Venom to transform back with Eddie, triggering another clash with the Xenophage. When Eddie and Venom finally reach Las Vegas and meet Mrs. Chan, Venom, in a moment of distraction, tries to dance with her and transforms, momentarily forgetting the danger. This allows the Xenophage to find them in Las Vegas, but Venom quickly hides inside Eddie's body, causing the Xenophage to lose the signal and their trail. Eventually, the Xenophage follows them to a military base at Area 51. In this secret location, Venom is forced to transform to save Eddie, which alerts a special Xenophage that manages to communicate with Knull about what's happening. Knull then sends for more Xenophages to retrieve the Codex, sparking a brutal battle. The Xenophages prove to be virtually invincible against symbiotes, humans, and their weapons. In response, Venom decides to sacrifice himself by trapping all 5 Xenophages inside his symbiote body, destroying them, and himself with molecular acid. This act eliminates the Codex and saves Earth from the Xenophages and Knull's threat, at least for now. Now that we've covered this entire plot, it's time to talk about the Xenophages' physical appearance, what we know about their personality and behavior, their incredible abilities, and their known weaknesses. The Xenophages have 8 limbs in total, 6 main legs ending in 3-toed claws that allow them to jump very high and move efficiently in any environment, as well as 2 additional limbs resembling the insect-like claws of praying mantises. Their bodies are covered in a tough, greenish exoskeleton, similar to that of a crab, which protects nearly their entire anatomy except for their faces. They have 3 long, segmented tails ending in sharp spikes, which are extremely flexible. These creatures have elongated heads with 2 large, bulging gray eyes, a fleshy mouth full of sharp teeth, and special mandibles similar to the fangs of tarantulas. All these physical features give them an imposing, terrifying, and lethal appearance, showcasing them as true killing machines with armored bodies designed to face any threat. In addition to being nearly unstoppable weapons, the Xenophages have a singular purpose: to follow the orders of their creator, Knull, and devour anything in their path. However, that's not entirely the case. These creatures are sentient, possess considerable intelligence, and exhibit impressive discipline. As a result, they don't attack indiscriminately. They only consume those who provoke them, attack them directly, or get in their way while they pursue their objective. It's fascinating to note their intelligence. When a Xenophage detects that Venom and the Codex have been captured by humans, it follows them stealthily, staying close to observe until the Codex reactivates. These creatures blindly obey Knull in everything he commands and never challenge his orders. They also immediately report any progress in their mission to him, demonstrating that, to some extent, they are simply highly efficient biological weapons. They function like symbiotes in ancient times, serving Knull without question. The difference is that Xenophages cannot bond with hosts or become tainted by the symbiote's hive mind. For both symbiotes and ordinary humans, Xenophages are nearly impossible to defeat due to their extraordinary abilities. First, they possess superhuman strength that surpasses that of several symbiotes combined, including Venom, Riot, and Carnage. Their exoskeleton is extremely durable and impervious to almost anything. Additionally, they have an extreme healing and regeneration factor. No matter how damaged their bodies are, or even if they lose a limb, these creatures quickly regenerate, fully recovering their strength and health. Xenophages can move with incredible speed and efficiency in any environment, and their leaps can exceed 9,000 meters in height. For this reason, they can board a plane with ease. As symbiote hunters, they possess a sonic roar that rapidly separates symbiotes from their hosts, weakening them with specific frequencies. Their mouths, filled with razor-sharp teeth extending deep into their throats, function as natural shredders capable of damaging and disintegrating symbiotes on a cellular level, killing them completely. This also allows them to quickly dismember humans, reducing them to a red mist in a brutal manner. They can also emit a roar that acts as an intergalactic signal to inform Knull of their progress or call for reinforcements. Furthermore, they have enhanced senses that allow them to detect the Codex with precision, regardless of distance, pinpointing its exact location on any planet. Despite their remarkable abilities, Xenophages have significant weaknesses. One of these is that their ability to detect the Codex can be exploited to lure them into traps or evade them. While they can regenerate from most damage, if their bodies are completely destroyed using molecular acid, extremely powerful explosions, or any substance causing extreme cellular failure, they cannot heal and will die permanently. This is precisely what Venom used to defeat 5 of these creatures. And that's everything we know about the Xenophages, both in the movies and in Marvel Comics. Personally, I love these monsters. They were my favorites in the film, especially because they surprised me from the very first teaser trailer. Initially, I thought they were the brood aliens from Marvel, enemies of the X-Men. Although those creatures are different, the Xenophages' design reminded me a lot of them. When the second trailer was released, showing Knull, and officially revealing the Xenophages, I was even more excited. Additionally, the special effects used to create them were incredibly realistic, and their role as the film's primary antagonists was excellent. I hope that if the MCU decides to revisit Knull as a villain in the future, the Xenophages will return. Learning about their story and origins, both in the comics and the movie, has been fascinating. Now, I'd like to ask you, would you like to see the Xenophages from Marvel's classic comics make another appearance in the future? As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and share it to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of my new videos.